Stop me if you've heard this one before. 3 anthropomorphic animals running around giant maze-like levels while fighting off evil robots trying to save their planet. Sound familiar? Hey arcaders! Welcome once again to the Fortress of Nerditude, where today we are going to be reviewing a video game called Freedom Planet. I'm Ubernerd527, and I'm really excited to go ahead and start this review. And let's say that I really have been watching this game since I saw the trailer on my Wii U eShop. I've been watching it. I've been very excited for it to come out, and it finally did, and now it's out, and I've played it, and I really enjoyed it. Now, let's give a little bit of background on this game. This game actually started its life off as a Sonic the Hedgehog fan-made game. Now, then transformed into this kind of weird pseudo game that kind of pays homage to Sonic the Hedgehog and classic Sonic games from the Sega Genesis era. And I really enjoyed this. If you've been around the site long enough, you know as well as I do that I'm a huge Sonic the Hedgehog fan, and I really love Sonic the Hedgehog games. And I've actually been waiting for a Sonic the Hedgehog game to come out that's side-scrolling. And unfortunately, I haven't really gotten that yet. Now, games like Sonic Colors and also Sonic Generations were also really great, but unfortunately these games were very short-lived, and Sega has kind of moved on and tried to get Sonic into the 3D realm, and I just don't think it fits Sonic all that well. I think he really fits in that 2D realm. Now, enough about Sonic. This is about Freedom Planet, so let's talk a little bit more about this. Now, Freedom Planet is a game on the eShop that you can buy, or if you don't have a Wii U, you can also purchase it on the PC as well. Now, this game, like I said, plays very much like Sonic the Hedgehog. It's a side-scrolling game. You have huge maze-like levels that you can run as fast as you can from point A to point B. Now, instead of splitting them up into zones like classic Sonic games do, really all you do is get to the end of the level and then you go on to the next chapter, basically. And then you go on from there. Now, sometimes you may have to fight a boss. Sometimes you're just a mini-boss. Sometimes it's a smaller boss. Sometimes you have to fight a giant boss fight. It's really cool. Now, this game also stars three playable characters. You have Lilac the Dragon, you have Carol the Bobcat, and you have Mila the Basset Hound. Now, all three of these characters play very differently from each other, just like classic Sonic games. You have Lyra, who's more of the attacker and speedster. You have Carol, who's more of the brawler, and also has really cool motorcycles that she can ride. And you have Mila, who basically can use shields and is very defensive, as well as she can also dig in the ground, which is also really kind of neat. So each character plays very differently from each other. Now, just like other Sonic the Hedgehog games, this has 3 different storylines. They all have their each unique individual perspectives on the game, and you play through it basically as if you play through that character's eyes, and I really kind of enjoyed that. So another thing that's very surprising about this game is this game actually has cutscenes and voice acting. Now, the cutscenes are different from any other cutscene you would see in any other game, because sometimes, a lot of times, when you see cutscenes in games, they're either just CG videos that they made separate from the game. This one, they actually took the game and actually made the CG cutscenes out of the game. So they use the same CG, they use the same sprites that they used in the game for these cutscenes. Another very surprising part of that is that these also are voice acted. Fully voice acted, and the voice actors that actually play these characters are really good at what they do. Here's just an example of what you guys can see.
impenetrable!
Your floor isn't.
Well, if death is what you seek, then I will gladly provide it!
There's no reason to be hostile, Your Majesty. In fact, you should be proud. Your son is moments away from inheriting the throne.
Dale!
I tried, Father.
What do you want with us?
How shall I explain this? I'm gifting your son with my knowledge. It will make him the most powerful ruler your world has ever known. And he will answer to no one but me.
No! Murderer!
Prepare the Snatcher.
Crisis has befallen our world. For centuries we have depended on the Kingdom Stone, but its strength is fading. It cannot keep up with our growing demand for energy. The Prince of Shriegar, poisoned with madness over the death of his father, has bred machines across the land to steal energy from other kingdoms. Tensions are growing, and I fear that war may be inevitable.
So anyways, as you can see, it's very, very unique from any other game. Now, even though this game is an homage to Sonic games, it does have its own little flavor. You don't have rings to collect, you have gems. These gems you don't hoard them, and once you get a hit, you spread them out and have to collect them again. These gems actually power up a power attack meter on the top corner of the screen. You also have life in the form of leaves, that basically you can only get hit a certain amount of times, and then of course you lose them in. Now, also, this has each character has 3 unique attacks as well as combos. Some very light combos, not like Street Fighter combos, that you can do as well. For example, Lyra can dash real fast. She can use her hair, which seems to be a theme running through video games that I've been playing lately. She can whip her hair to attack bad guys as well. So this is a really kind of unique thing, and it actually kind of separates it from the whole Sonic games as well. It also has some bonus content. It has medals, kind of like achievements that you can get in the game. It also has unlockable cards that you can find inside each level, and these cards will unlock things like music, character artwork, and backgrounds, and all kinds of really neat stuff that you can find inside. My favorite little mini game in there is a mini game called, well, Break the Targets. If you've played Smash Brothers, you know what Break the Targets is. It's basically a tutorial level. It gets you used to playing each character, but it's also really, really fun, just like you remember in Smash Brothers. You go around different levels and you try to break all the targets inside the level, and it's really, really kind of a fun game. So I highly suggest Freedom Planet. If you haven't played it yet, check it out. And at the end of this video, I'm actually going to put my little playthrough of the first level of Freedom Planet, so you'll be able to actually see me play through the first level. So I hope you enjoy that. Well, anyways, thank you very much for joining us here for our video. I'm sorry it's a little short, but fortunately that's all I got about it. I love the game. I think it's a great play, so definitely check it out. And if you've played the game and you enjoyed it, please comment below. Let us know what you think. And if you can't comment below, then please email us at thearcadearchives@gmail.com. thearcadearchives@gmail.com. Or you can tweet at me at TailsFTGameGrid. At TailsFTGameGrid. I really would like to hear your opinions of the game as well. So once again, this is Ubernerd527 from the Fortress of Nerditude, signing off. Remember, guys, keep playing like it's 1981.
Message from headquarters. This is a Rebellion production and is part of the Arcade Archives Network.
That is all.